that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
Thank you for your help, Harold. I was hoping you'd accept this stone as a thank you. Ah!
Oh, no. Moreau won't be happy to hear about this.
Ah, Harold, listen, about the rock, I'm really sorry it's gone. You know, I would have loved for you to have it.
It's okay, Tommy. It wasn't your fault.
I just feel bad, you know? I was so wrapped up in my own stuff, maybe... I don't know.
Thanks, Tommy. Maybe it'll turn up. I'm just glad you and Bridget made up.
Thanks, Harold. You're a swell guy. I'll keep my eyes peeled, let you know if I hear anything.
Thanks, Tommy. Major?
Harold, if it transpires you had anything to do with this wanton violation of Code 7887, then so...
No. I want to find the rock more than anyone.
Say I believe you. Can you think of anything that might help us find the culprits?
I'm sorry, Major. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
See that you do. That missing rock is a stain on my sheet of justice.
I will. Bye, Major.
Be good, Harold.
Bridget?
Harold, how are you doing?
Same old.
Yep, same old here too.
Energy issues?
You heard that, Mr. Busy Ears? Ugh, but yes. I mean, we've always got to be careful and efficient. And, this isn't public, but I want to be extra careful right now until we figure out what's going on.
Is the station using more energy than it used to?
Well, yeah, especially the transportation system.
And the damn tubes or tickets never work and just get more expensive all the time anyway.
Right.
I'm not sure I've ever understood exactly how the energy process works.
Gosh, why are you asking me this now? It's not exactly a line answer. Look, if you really want to know, swing by the Energy Harvest office sometime and I'll break it down for you.
Remind me why we can't just reduce the transport system?
I ask myself the same thing. Every time we add some new upgrade or expand it, it eats up more energy. Our production process doesn't get any more efficient. Plus, when we held an anonymous vote about it, the majority of Fedorans said they'd rather have more transport now rather than more energy later. So...
I'd better go. Thanks, Bridget.
See you, Harold.
Got you a message.
Oh, thank you, Miss...
Zoodle. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, it's from Felix. He says there's something he wants to show you and to expect a secret message soon.
Oh, what? Why? I mean, and why couldn't he just have said that to me himself?
I don't know. Go ask him. My work here is done. Laters, mister.
Thanks.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
Graffiti. What good is asking where is home anyway? Where else are we gonna go? Could they just leave some notes around? I wonder if this is the Lightkeepers again, or just someone copying their style. Will they ever reveal themselves?
remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Get snug, not stranded.
Professor, you're not going to believe this.
Why does that not surprise me?
The blue rock. It's gone.
You found it? You lost it?
It was stolen from Tommy's store.
This is utterly vexatious, Harold.
I know. Oh, and I also got a message from Cyrus for you.
Out with it then.
He says, hi.
Hi? Just hi?
Yeah, just that. He said you'd know what it means.
He's a sly one sometimes. I'll give him that. Stubborn as a mule.
What's a mule?
Oh, don't start, Harold. I've got to think of a comeback. I mean, get some important work done.
What should we do?
We? I need time to think.
Madam CEO, you're going to want to hear this.
I'm listening.
It's the new buoy, Mom. It's picked up a signal that we have reason to believe originates from Earth.
Earth? Have you reverse dated the transmission?
We have. It was sent in 2102.
So 126 years after we left. Things would have been pretty rock bottom back there by then. Let's hear what was important enough for them to call after us. Maybe it was their final farewell, huh? I hope it's nothing too awkward.
Okay, I'll send a copy via...
Well, just play it to me. I've got a 1205.
But Mom, it's only 10...
And one of those.
Okay, playing back now.
This is Earth. Earth to the Fedora. We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this.
Johnston! Cut the damn line! You're live!
What? Oh, fudge.
Professor, did you hear that strange message?
It was hard to miss.
It's the first message from Earth. Ever?
Certainly in my lifetime, at least. I wonder, what kind of message would a dying civilization speculatively send to a ship that can never return?
What do you think it means?
It means that the fact Allwater haven't shared it publicly yet means they're thinking about how to turn it to their advantage.
What if it's not the first message?
Don't be paranoid, Harold. What reason or authority would they have for keeping messages from us? Still, even if they had planned to share it immediately, they look suspicious now.
Gosh, that message could be anything. Maybe they've got information for us about our mission.
Well, what could that information be? If we presuppose... Yes? Oh, it's you. Yes? No. Indubitably. Fine. What? 15%? Out of the question. Okay, sure. See you shortly. Harold, I want you to come with me.
Huh? To where? What? Who was that?
Why, it was the CEO of Allwater Corp, of course, asking me to jump.
What for? How high?
Indeed, Harold, indeed. Well, unfortunately for my bath, she was adamant we went there immediately. She even unlocked our tube tickets for emergency night travel.
But why? What does she want with us?
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Come on, let's not keep Her Highness waiting.
Crisis control. We need to get out there ahead of the turn in public sentiment. First move advantage and get this working for us, not against us. Yes, come in. Now, as you both know, time is of the essence. Sorry, where are my manners? Would either of you like something to drink?
I suppose I might like a coffee?
There's really no time for coffee. Time is of the essence. Professor, would you like to sit?
No, thank you. I prefer to stand.
A woman of action, I love that. Anyway, we must act. Due to the unfortunate Communique incident, we've been forced to move up the schedule. It's imperative we deliver some good news about the start procedure.
I suppose that wouldn't hurt.
To that effect, Professor. And, you there. I'll need you to supervise Cyrus directly. We can't afford for any unforeseen delays.
Cyrus, he works best undisturbed. The man is a stubborn buffoon, but there's no doubting his thoroughness.
Professor, please. It would do this old heart good to know that you were keeping a watchful eye on him. Or maybe your, protege here could do it.
I'll hang out with, watch Cy, sure.
If it makes you happy, Madame CEO, we'll make sure Cyrus delivers.
Great. Music to my ears. Thank you both. You've done all water and the ship a great service. We're ready. Go live and stay on schedule. It's my privilege to announce to you all today that our new boy program has already proven an unmitigated success. We present to you now the full and unedited audio that represents the first incoming message we've received in our lifetimes. Now, before the message plays, I'd like to take a moment to reiterate just how proud we should all be of progress on the new start procedures. It won't be long before we're ready for the first attempt, the latest in a long line of steps on the road to a greater, brighter future for us all. Please enjoy this message, brought to you by the All Water Corporation.
This is Earth to the Fedora. We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this. Things were pretty rocky here when you left, of course, and, that was a brave move. Probably the right decision at the time. We didn't know whether to even tell you this, but we figured maybe it would give you some comfort, way out there in the freezing clutches of deep space. What? Oh, right. Yeah, I guess. Or, even better, the comforting, warm embrace of a lovely, habitable new planet. Well, we just wanted to let you know that we pulled together down here. The sparrows calmed down and things pretty much worked themselves out. Life still isn't perfect. Bananas died out, and you got to be pretty careful around water. But by and large, we're back on track. I've survived. Wish we could send you a postcard. Anyway, be safe, and maybe one day we'll get a hello from you. We'll be listening.
What are you all still doing here? Don't you have work or something to do? Scram!
Captain at Large Baronhout?
Hello. How are you,
I'm Harold Halibut, sir.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Harold, tell me, have you ever felt lost?
Oh, I always get lost around here.
No, Harold, feeling like you have no purpose.
I know my purpose, but sometimes it doesn't seem very important.
You heard the leak, I presume.
Yeah, of course.
That leak, that one message, it's undone me. If my whole family, this whole mission, the ship, my captaincy at large, what if it was all a mistake?
Oh, I see. Well, maybe Earth didn't get as bad as people thought it would. But we're still us. And it wasn't us that chose to fly away.
I suppose. Speaking of which, have you ever lost someone, Harold?
Have you?
Yes. Someone important. She's gone, Harold.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
Coco has taken an unscheduled leave of absence.
Oh, so she's not lost forever?
No, I'm sure she'll return eventually, but every moment without her I spend in longing and despair.
Is it anyone I might know?
My beloved? Her name is Coco.
Oh, not sure I've ever met her.
Do you want to see a picture?
Coco is a bird.
Harold, you're such an understanding sort. Could you try to find her for me? I'd look for her myself, but in these uncertain times, I think it's best I don't leave my post.
So, about Coco,
Yes. Such a loyal first mate.
does she maybe have any favorite hiding places?
Not that I know of. I did find her once in a broom closet trying to hatch a sea sponge inside my hat.
I promise to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, Harry, I hope she's okay. I'm not sure she has another friend in the world.
Are you sure you want it to be me looking for her?
Whatever are you implying? I'm sure you're perfectly capable, and I'm thoroughly and otherwise engaged.
Bye.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us today. Destination determined. Now, relax with All Water. You're here. Thank you for choosing All Water Tubes.
Hatırlamıyorum. Hiçbir şey hatırlamıyorum. Ah benim bu talihsiz başım.
O halde şimdiye kadar söylediklerin yalan mıydı?
Ne söyledim ki?
Bak işte neler söylediğini bile bilmiyorsun.
O halde benden duyduğuna inan. Ben söylediklerimi hatırlamasam bile.
Madem öyle, bundan sonraki hayatını sadece benimle yaşayacağını, beni çok mutlu edeceğine söz ver.
Söz. Sözüm olsun.
Hey, Professor. Oh, are those the new teacups?
Come and see for yourself.
Oh, I promise I ordered them.
Harold, just look. Most intriguing. Highly irregular.
So, if the Lightkeepers could get the rock, and they knew we wanted it, that means that, they must be Someone who...
Harold, it's late, and we've had enough excitement for one day. Let's leave the theories until tomorrow.
Sure. I'm just happy that whoever they are, they're on our side.
So it seems for now. Good night, Harold. See you in the morning.
Okay. Night, Professor. Gosh, whoever made that leak must be feeling pretty terrible right now. I'm glad it wasn't me messing up for once. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
And what time do you call this?
Good morning, Professor. The time is...
I know what the time is. There's lots to be done.
How are we going to find out who the Lightkeepers are?
I'm just as curious as you, Harold, but we have better things to do.
I suppose you're right. How can I help?
You can start by taking the rock to Bridget. She'll make the necessary preparations for analysis, which you should be able to handle.
Okay, great. I'll get right on it.
And Harold, try to remember that whoever the Lightkeepers are, our jobs here are to make life more stable for the people here, not less.
I know. I'll get going.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you.
Welcome.
Thank you for traveling with all water.
Close your eyes. Do not try to taste the disinfectant. Mist commences in 3. 3. Wait for it. 0. Procedure will begin in 3.
Hi, Bridget.
Are you ready to rock, Harold?
I have it here. Ready. With rock.
Oh, Harold, you can be such a killjoy sometimes. Anyway, it's going to take a while to analyze this little guy, so I'll send for you when it's ready.
Oh, okay. Great. Thanks, Bridget.
Oh, Harold, while you're here, maybe you could help me with a little something?
Maybe, but don't you think...
Now, you'll do quite well. There's a little experiment I've been wanting to run. The remote control of the conveyors isn't working right now. My theory is Cyrus and his mugs of tea that he always forgets about before knocking over. So I need your help to manually control them.
Can do.
I'll be in here recording and analyzing the data. Right, see that button over there? The big one next to the conveyors starts and stops them.
I think I can handle that.
Yes, well, don't get cocky. I'll give you more detailed instructions over the loudspeakers as we go along. Okay, so there are 3 different types of organisms on the conveyor. Each is a different color. Aren't they pretty? See, don't I make life easy for you? But I want you to focus on the red ones for now, since we're comparing their data to past readings.
Red ones. I got it.
I'd be worried if you didn't. Anyway, pop them under the green machine next to you and stop the conveyor, please. Nice one. Now, on to the next step. Now, you see the analysis machine? Go start it up. The machine's UI is pretty easy. There are just 2 buttons. One to chop the sample, and one to coat it in our lovely space bacteria mix.
Chop and coat. I see.
Right. I'll be prepping the actual data recording in the meantime. I'll let you know exactly when to start the process. Wait for my command. Just like comedy, timing is everything here. Now. Great. Time to coat the sample. Nice. Let's see what we have. Ah, I see. Okay, we need 2 more readings to have a representative data set. Okay, great. On to the next step. Now. Great. Time to coat the sample. Okay, great. Now show me what you got. Intriguing. Just the one left now. Nice one. Now, on to the next step. Now. Great. Time to coat the sample. Okay, great. Now show me what you got. Intriguing. Nice one, Harold. That's everything we need. Meet me back at the control room and we can look over the results together. These results. It looks like our catalytic bacteria is starting to have diminishing returns on the energy output.
That's not good, right?
No, but it also doesn't make much sense. Why would the bacteria have been fine until now?
I'm not the best person to ask. What could have changed?
I'm not sure. I've run the tests. The key variables, pH level, density, etc., are all stable on the bacteria. We're using the same organic matter for it to convert.
And I've been double-checking the filters. They're filtering at the same levels as always. I mean, could something outside the ship be to blame?
It is possible that somehow the organic matter is being affected before it hits the filters. But none of the tests we've run on the matter itself shows any key variants.
Strange. Are the energy returns diminishing very badly?
I'm not panicking yet, Harold. It's just a trend we can't let continue indefinitely. Unless we can miraculously find a whole new system for producing energy. Not panicking at all.
Oh dear. I should get back to Moreau, but just let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I'll keep you posted, Harold. And thanks.
Hey, Harold.
Hello, Sai. How's the start procedure going?
So, I've got an awful lot to get through and no one to help me with it all.
That's not true, Sai. Madam CEO asked us to keep an eye on... help you.
What do you mean, asked? And I?
Just that, she was concerned about you, I guess.
Wow, she must really trust me. It's not like I'm one of the ship's foremost experts in molecular sciences.
So, what is your procedure idea exactly?
So, there are a couple of stages to it. The first stage is all about our current stasis. As we all know, the ship's weight and the fact certain sections are full of water gives us a stable buoyancy, and because of the tide, we're on a very slow and long orbit. So, we start by pumping some of the water out through the ship's thrusters, accelerating our orbital trajectory. Then comes phase 2. Once we reach a certain velocity, we pump more water into the unused core, making us sink deeper toward the gravity well, which will tighten our orbit but keep the speed, thus building greater momentum. Yeah, like those ice skaters when they crouch down in a pirouette.
Oh, those videos are great. When you get Slippy to let you borrow them, anyway. Ooh, is that where you got the idea from?
No, my idea came from much less frivolous scientific principles. But yeah, they are good vids. As I was saying, once we reach max possible speed, here's where it gets fun, we pump out all the water. But not all water, that would be mean. At the same time, and use the sudden extra buoyancy to break free of our orbit on an upwards trajectory towards the planet's surface.
Oh, a bit like an ancient cephalopod.
Yeah, exactly. How on Fedora did you know about that?
Oh, I found a book lying around in the lab called Masterminds of the Deep. I kind of hoped it was going to be an adventure novel.
Interesting. But anyway, here's where it gets tricky. As the Fedora is still going to be denser than the surrounding water, our velocity will slow down the closer we get to the surface. But if we time everything right, our initial slingshot should create just enough momentum to allow us to break free the ocean surface for about a minute.
Like a flying fish. It'll be so weird to see the sky.
Focus, Harold. This is the most crucial part. We must launch the thrusters at exactly the right moment if we wish to achieve escape velocity. Too early, they'll be waterlogged. Too late, and we'll crash right back into the sea.
Wow, Sai, that's an amazing plan. Think it'll work?
Oh, in theory, absolutely. But there's something in my calculations that seems off. I've checked everything, but I can't pin down the variable.
Like the timing?
Kind of. If I didn't know better, I'd say time itself.
Okay.
Anyway, what did Maro say about what Madame CEO said?
Oh, she said she trusted you and that there was no need.
Did she now?
Yeah?
Knowing her, she did it just to spite the CEO. Anyway, you seen Sunny recently?
No. Not for a long time, actually.
Since you two went your separate ways?
She said she needed to find herself.
Well, I'm sure she'll turn up eventually. Were things all right between you?
Yeah, it was, we're two different people.
Sunny alone is at least two different people. But I'm glad it wasn't anything too dramatic. Anyway, back to work for me.
Yeah. Looks like you've got it cut out for you. Good luck, Sai.
Welcome. Please submit to a gentle disinfecting. Close your eyes. Procedure will begin in 3, 2.
All water. Moving people every day. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Major?
Harold, if you're going to ask me about that leak,
Maybe I was.
then I would say don't ask. The appropriate protocols and due diligence was clearly not carried out by the guilty leaker in question.
But now that we have all heard it, should we do anything?
Absolutely not. The authorities will handle it. And if it wasn't meant for our ears, then we shouldn't pry.
Okay, Major. Bye for now. Mr. 17.
Correctly calculated. I can't offer you another raffle, I'm afraid.
That's okay, I understand. But I asked 24 about Warren. The way some of you talked about him, I thought something bad had happened or something.
Something bad did happen to him. I'm sure 24 told you about his entrance exam, but that's not the whole story. We would have supported him anyway, but he began to be disparaging about our water, suggesting that maybe it was for the best that he didn't get a position.
So that's when you fell out?
I think so. It's complicated. It's been a long time since we spoke. He went off travelling the station on some chaotic quest to find culinary inspiration, I believe.
I see.
I mean, 24 and 8 didn't make it easy for him, but I don't want to bore you with the family history. And I need to get back to revising these raffle ratios.
Okay. See you, Mr. 17.
Ah, Harold, you're back. I knew my new marketing strategy would work.
Oh, I was more curious what you thought of the leak.
It's okay, you don't need an excuse to come back to the store. You know, your neck looks cold.
It does? I mean, what do you think the leak will mean for us?
This scarf will keep you cozy and stylish. What do you say?
It is nice and all, but I don't really need one.
Look, I'll put it on your tab as usual. Wear it about. If you really don't like it, then you can bring it back.
Okay. Thanks.
Come back soon, Harold. Harold, you heard about the leak too, right?
Yes. Quite interesting, I suppose.
I bet the guy did it on purpose.
Stop with your conspiracy theories.
It's not a conspiracy. I'm just saying maybe he was trying to do the right thing.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that possibility.
More likely, he'd had a few.
Not everything is caused or solved by beer, you know, Tommy.
Yeah, but some things are. You should try it for once.
Okay, I'll speak to you both later. Hey, Rafi. What are you up to today?
Lots. Very busy. Too busy to chit-chat.
Buddy, hey, how's life treating you?
Just great, thanks, Harold. Just swell. Say, did you hear the leak?
I sure did. What do you think will happen to the poor guy?
Well, his face is going to be pretty red for a while, but I'm sure he'll bounce right back, though.
Yeah, I suppose so. What do you think the message will be?
We'll soon see, I wager. I think it'll be fascinating either way. I just hope it doesn't upset Sawyer too much. He can be sensitive about these kinds of things.
Oh, true. He's in a pretty tough situation.
He sure is. Maybe I should get him to come on the next station jog with me. You know, get his legs active and his mind nice and calm.
That could be nice.
Speaking of which, about time you joined me on one again, eh?
You're right, but sorry, buddy. I just realized I said I'd be somewhere. Talk to you soon.
See ya, Harold.